What's up, y'all? This is Essence China, founder of Rare Essence Academy. And if you are a natural hairstylist, braider, or loctician, and you dream of building a six-figure business, but you're already exhausted, this video is for you. I need you to listen closely. Too many stylists are booked and busy. They're stretched to capacity, but yet they're still not earning the income or they're not seeing the money in the bank. And beyond that, they're burnt out and they're running on empty. And see, what we tend to find out is that our talent doesn't always translate into our freedom. We think, okay, because we're gifted, oh, it's about to be a breeze, right? That doesn't always equate because there's so much more that we have to learn as stylists. We actually have to become business women. Now, I've been in this industry for over 20 years. My salon turns 20 next year, and I've built multiple salons. I've had multiple locations. And what I know about building a six-figure business as a solo stylist or even wanting to step fully into salon ownership, it's not about really working harder. It really isn't. We always hear work smarter, not harder, and it's actually the truth. And the smart way of working is building on a foundation that has structure, a foundation that has systems. And I can't even say that I always had it. I had to learn this. And some of you may even be identifying right now, like, I am not structured, and you may need some help. So let's get into it. Today, we're gonna talk about how to stop running around like a chicken with your head cut off, right? We're gonna get off of this hamster wheel of just running, but not really seeing the progress. And we're gonna really start to think about, what does it take to shift your mindset to become a CEO, to become a six-figure earner as a stylist, and build a brand that creates peace, not chaos. You have to go from being just a stylist into understanding that this is a calling. This is an assignment. So too many times I feel like stylists don't really understand the trusted position that we've been given, not just to be stylists, but to be stewards. When we understand that this is a business and a gift that God has entrusted us with, it changes everything because now we start to recognize, oh, this is not just a hustle. This is something that I can actually build my legacy on, right? I mean, think about it. We're still saying Madam C.J. Walker's name to this day. Why? Because she had a business mindset. She had an entrepreneurial mindset. She didn't just see this as a hustle. She actually enterprised this, right? And so because I'm sure she's seen this as an assignment, she can now employ other people. She can help them begin to make more money. All of these things, I'm pretty sure she looked at and she didn't just see it as something small. And so when we kind of reduce our gift down to hustling and just making a little bit of money and enough to get by for the week or for the month, we're not looking at the assignment in the right way. We can't just be doing it when we were doing it when we were kids. Now, when I started as a child, I'm braiding out of my home and it was cool, but it wasn't the fulfillment of the dream that I had seen. But in order for me to get to that further dream or where I'm at right now, I had to shift my mind. I'm telling you, this is one of the things that's gonna help facilitate you building that foundation to go from being burnt out to being just blessed. One of the other mistakes that I see that stylists make is that they lack boundaries because you first have to recognize what is acceptable to me. When we don't have boundaries and we let our clients bully us, run over us, we run ourselves to the nth degree. And then when we get to a place where we have recognized, you know what, this is how I want my business to operate. This is how I want to govern myself as a stylist. Then we can start putting those things in place. But when we're afraid that people are gonna feel some kind of way because we're people pleasing, it actually keeps us from building a foundation that's necessary for us to build six-figure businesses. You have to define who your ideal client is. You have to define what is your signature service. You have to stand on business. And when you begin to start figuring out what are your non-negotiables in business and how are you going to govern yourself and how are you going to operate, these things start taking form and start changing the way that you are doing business and also how people are doing business with you. You actually go from chasing clients to attracting the right and ideal clients. It's crazy. You think you gotta work hard, but really you just gotta work smart. And majority of the work is working on you. By the way, if you're a braider, loctician, or natural hairstylist and you're struggling with the business side and you know you need a blueprint, you know you need some system and some structures, I want you to click the first link in my bio. I'm gonna give you some information on how to build the blueprint that's gonna protect your peace and help fortify your business. All right, now the third reason is when you don't have systems, everything is just left to whatever, whenever, however, which means there's no consistency in your business. And you end up being behind the wheel as opposed to in front of the wheel. When when you build systems into your business, it's on autopilot. Things are gonna naturally fall in order and you don't have to be playing catch up. If you are trying to build a six-figure brand, a six-figure business, there has to be systems and structure implemented into your business. And all these things, what they do is they create a repeatable process that helps to improve and increase retention and attraction of clientele. Systems don't just save you time, they actually secure the bag. When we think about secure, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't we getting it one time. No, we're getting it on a consistent basis. We're managing it on a consistent basis. The path to a six-figure business is not built in the hustle. I mean, the hustle is cool, but really and truly is birthed and it's based on a new mindset. It's a new way of looking at things. It's a new way of looking at even yourself. And this truly is a difference between being a burnt out stylist and a six-figure stylist. If you're ready to go from being booked and busy, but struggling and overwhelmed, then my Rare Stylist system is something that is gonna be phenomenal for you because it literally is a step-by-step detailed process that's gonna help you structure the things so you're no longer overwhelmed, right? We're no longer overworking. We're starting to work within frameworks and systems that will pretty much help predict your success, that will pretty much be the roadmap to get into the six figures and beyond. And so if that's something that you're interested in, click the first link below and I look forward to helping you. See you in the next video. Peace, y'all.